Welcome to another edition of Straight Shooting Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Dujane Bland, and of course, it's Super Bowl 48, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Broncos, Seahawks. I think everyone got the matchup that they were hoping for, and this is going to be a great matchup. When you look at the Broncos, a team led by Peyton Manning, pretty much flawless, high-scoring football team, done some great things this year. Manning set some records in touchdowns. All around, did an excellent job on the offensive side of the ball. Defense fluctuated at times, but when it mattered, they hunkered down and got the job done. Now, with the Seattle Seahawks, we all know where it starts. Beast mode, the Skittle Man. He's running the ball very well this year, like a madman. Run very tenacious and nasty all postseason long, and we can expect them to continue that coming into this Super Bowl 48. Their defense has been tenacious. What more can you say? They're flying around. They're very quick to the football from sideline to sideline. They make you work. They make you earn every bit of what you get against them. And it's going to be a very, very good matchup to see this Seahawks defense and this Broncos offense go at it head-to-head in this Super Bowl. Now, when we look at the teams as a whole, it's really hard to decipher what in the world and who in the world is going to win this game, because I really believe that both teams are evenly matched. I know a lot of people are leaning towards Peyton Manning. He has all the intangibles that you need in a quarterback. He makes your defense think and overthink, and he pretty much in a little bit of time can figure out what it is you're doing and take advantage of it. But I think that this defense of the Seattle Seahawks has the ability to kind of slow Peyton Manning down just a little bit. Richard Sherman done an excellent job this season, done an excellent job in the playoffs. He's made it known. But I can tell you one thing, Richard, you won't be going against any, average or mediocre wide receivers on this team. They have a lot of great wide receivers and a lot of skilled players on that Broncos offensive side of the ball, and they're going to make them work. Short, long, medium, they're going to make them work all facets of the field, and it's going to be something to watch. Now, the X factors for these football teams. When I look at the Broncos, you would think that the X factor would be a Wes Welker, Eric Decker, one of those guys. I'm going to go with Terrence Knightington, the pot roast. Yes, the pot roast has to bring the pot roast this weekend and bring some pressure in the backfield and kind of slow this Seattle Seahawks run game down. If he can do what he's been doing all postseason long, getting after the quarterback, getting after the running back, disrupting that backfield, it could really, really put the onus on Russell Wilson, something they haven't done all season long. Stats prove that. They're 26th in the passing game, and that is a very, very interesting stat, but it's just simply too because they run the ball well. They haven't really, in a lot of games, hadn't been really been put in a position to where they had to lay on that run on that passing game. But I expect the Broncos to do that. Now, the X factor for the Seattle Seahawks, you would think it'd be Percy Harvin because he hasn't played. There's no film. But I'm here to tell you that one swift hit, whether it's hard or not, and this dude could be sitting on the sideline for the rest of the game. He says he's going to be there all game. We will see. He hasn't proved any of us wrong yet. I think the X factor is Russell Wilson. And here's why. Russell Wilson, with his legs and his ability to run the football, can cause this Denver Broncos defense to get off balance and worry about more than just beast mode. You say, well, the read option doesn't need to be a factor that they lean on. but it can be a very good X factor in allowing that defense to get a little bit soft, because we know what Russell Wilson does very well. When he is on the run or on the move, unlike Griffin, unlike Kaepernick, his eyes are down the field all the time, making big plays in the passing game. I think if they sprinkle a little bit of that in, something that we haven't seen all season long, that could be the difference in the X factor in this football game, throwing off that Denver Broncos defense and creating some big plays in the passing game. Again, loosening it up, then allowing beast mode to wear them down. Now here comes the big moment. Who do we expect to win this football game? All I can say is it's going to be a great game. Very close. My heart tells me that Seattle Seahawks can come in here and surprise some people and really come in and get a close win. But then you look on the other side of the ball and you have Peyton Manning. And it's hard to bet against a guy who, to me, is one of the best in the league when it comes down to being the field general. And he will find a way to win this game. He's done it in different facets all playoff long, whether it's wearing him down and running the football and keeping Phillip Rivers on the sideline for that win, or going out and lighting it up and gunning it down the field and finding his guys in those soft zones to get touchdowns. And I expect Peyton Manning to deliver this weekend. I'm taking the Broncos here. It's going to be a close game, guys. So this thing could go either way, but that's what I'm going with. So enjoy it. I think we have a great Super Bowl on our hands, something that's going to be a nail biter all the way to the finish. Well, again, we thank you so much for watching our show and watching this Super Bowl 48 edition. Again, if you got something you want to say about the Super Bowl and who you think's going to win, post it at the bottom of this show. We'll keep the dialogue going, and hey, keep the dialogue going amongst yourselves. I'm sure Seahawks and Broncos fans alike have something to say about this game. As always, subscribe to the show. And again, you've been watching a Super Bowl 48 edition of Straight Shooting Sports Talk.